I don't mean to bring my Twitter drama to TikTok, but you guys need to see this. Last week, I learned that a company called Semaphore is hosting an event called The Future of News, Trust and Polarization with headline guest ... Tucker Carlson. Who would invite Tucker Carlson to speak at an event with the word news in it? Who would invite a white nationalist who's currently promoting a documentary about how the FBI and Antifa were behind the J6 insurrection to an event about journalism? Turns out it's this guy, Ben Smith, former editor-in-chief of BuzzFeed, former media columnist at the New York Times, which he just left to go start his new media venture, Semaphore. So I asked Ben what he thinks he's doing, and he actually replied and said that they plan to ask hard questions of powerful people. Ben also revealed that Tucker isn't taking a speaking fee for this appearance. For context, Tucker normally charges $70,000 per gig. Why would Tucker Carlson go volunteer to be held accountable by a New York Times reporter? And why would Ben invite a white nationalist to Semaphore's first pre-launch event? Well, kids, it's because they're hooking up. I'm not kidding. Tucker Carlson goes on his show every night and he talks about how the mainstream media is the enemy and the New York Times is trash. And then he goes home and he calls up all these mainstream media reporters and gives them gossip and stories and leaks. This man is a prolific leaker. He can make your career if you're a political journalist. And in exchange, these reporters agree not to write anything too bad about him. This is his insurance policy. He knows he's no better than Glenn Beck, and he knows that Glenn Beck got fired because of those conspiracy theories. By the way, I'm not making any of this up. I got these details from a New York Times article published last summer by Ben Smith. In fact, the lead of this article is about how much Tucker Carlson enjoys texting Ben Smith. So that is all to say that on July 7th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you will not be watching a fearless New York Times reporter or ex-New York Times reporter holding Tucker Carlson accountable for his racism and white nationalism and hate and bullshit and lies. You'll be watching Tucker help Ben launch his new business, Semaphore, and you'll be watching Ben tell everyone that, hey, Tucker, he's bad, but he's not that bad.